Manchester City. Let's see United dominate. But maybe those two games back-to-back sum up where this United team are at.
Yeah, it's exactly where they're at the minute. The inconsistency of the team. You see how brilliant they were on Sunday, pressing them all against the best team probably in Europe at this minute. So it gives you optimism then coming into a game against not a bad AC Milan team, but not an AC Milan team you'd expect. A young AC Milan
team that are better than maybe you thought.
Tonight, yeah, I think so. Yeah, they definitely surprised me. I thought they were really good. As I say, good young players. Kjaer was excellent. They got a little bit of experience in there as well, don't forget. I know the keeper's very young, but he's been around a long time. He's a really good keeper. The centre-half has been around quite a bit. Yeah, disappointed. But that sums up Manchester United. That's where we're at. That's the inconsistency that you need. Well, you need consistency to win a league, to win trophies. You have to be consistent throughout. And you know, you think of the points they've dropped at home, especially in league games. Do you know what? They're in trouble in this game now. They're lucky. They're very lucky. They snatched your hand off for that 1-1 tonight after the way they performed. And going away next week, if you've not got Martial, you've not got Rashford, I'll tell you what, it could be tricky.
It was tricky, to be fair.
Tricky already.
No, it was tricky. And to be fair, I think United didn't play as well as they could have. But you got to put a lot of credit to that young AC Milan team, the youngest in the Serie A. Came here, we thought they'd sit in, just be happy to be embrace the occasion. But they were fabulous, honestly. They were confident. Brahim Diaz played great. I thought Tomori again, he played great. All the players, they were really brave in possession. That's a well-coached young team, and they played with real courage today, and you've got to commend them for that.
Listen, right, success in any walk of life isn't linear. There's always going to be little issues and little blips along the way. When Dean Henderson got the opportunity in the Manchester United first team with David De Gea off celebrating a new baby, there was always likely to be a blip or a moment. And now this becomes about his reaction, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, every goalkeeper's made mistakes. And I think for Dean, you only really know the players until you really make a mistake. And he'll know, if he probably stands up. I'm not a goalkeeper, I don't understand technique, but I think if he just stands still, he catches it. Maybe he gets put off by somebody in front of him, or as Scholes, he said, maybe he just tries to push it over. But I think he'll realise he's confident, he's smart. He'll realise that's a save he needs to make if he's going to be in goal at Manchester United.
The trouble is with that, it's when the mistake comes in his career, really. No, not his career, but in this chance he's been given in the team. It's come in his third game. I think it's his second game. It's early. Now he has to respond to that. He had a great chance now of playing 4 or 5 weeks, doing really well, and making the manager pick him every week and telling David, look, I'm sorry, there's no way I can leave this boy out. Now that just gives a little opening again for David.
Yeah, and I think they did the right thing, bringing Dean Henderson back and just seeing where he's at. I think he's done up to this point, he's been perfect. That's the first mistake that he's made, and I think Ollie's going to support him. He's going to realise that he made a mistake. Dean's going to know that he made a mistake, and look, that happens. That position is very unforgiving. We've seen it in the past, but I don't think it's something that's going to hurt him. I think he'll bounce back. But that's why you're at the top. We keep speaking about Haaland and Mbappe and Ronaldo and Messi. The reason is the consistency over a long period. David De Gea has done it for a very long period. Okay, he's made his mistakes, but he's had some fabulous moments as well. And I think for Dean, he doesn't have that credit in the bank like David does. And that only comes with the experience. But it's a learning curve for him today.
How would that have worked in the dressing rooms that you played in? What happens there? Would you have left the goalkeeper to his own devices after that, go over, have a conversation?
No, you support him, don't you, Scholes?
Yeah, well, look, it depends on the experience of the goalkeeper, I suppose. Yeah. If it's David, you probably just leave him alone. Yeah. If it's one of your experienced keepers, leave him alone. Let him get on with it. He'll know how to recover. He'll know how to get over it. With Henderson, it might be a little bit different. Just walk over, say, don't worry about it. We go again next time. Maybe give him a little bit of encouragement because he will be down. I think he'll be gutted about it. It's not a glaring mistake. It's not gone through his legs or anything. It's a mistake, but not such an obvious one.
It's the magnitude of the game and the moment in the match, though, isn't it? That's the. It's
the moment in the match, and then for goalkeepers especially, concentration is a big thing. For that full 93, 94 minutes, whatever it is. Yeah. And that's what we've seen, 93rd minute, is it? It's a mistake, and you can't just blame that for tonight, putting United in trouble, that mistake. United was second best all night. Yeah. AC Milan were very good. They scored a really good goal. that was disallowed, and they fully deserved the victory. So, as I say, he's made a mistake. United could be in trouble for the second leg. We know that, but they've got away with one tonight still. I still think they're lucky to come away with just a 1-1 draw.
Well, they're going to have to go away from home and score a goal. There's no doubt about that. Let's talk about the goal they scored this evening. It was a moment of beautiful improvisation, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, fabulous to see a young player come on and have such an impact in the game. He's confident on the ball, and Bruno Fernandes. I mean, this is what Bruno does great. Just finds a little pocket of space that Scholes are used to. That is an amazing run for a young kid. You know, it doesn't look like there's a ton of space in there. It gets him behind Tomori. The execution of that just shows you, doesn't matter how tight it is, a good pass and a good run beats any defence, and that is a fabulous moment for the young man. I thought he had some really good moments, and that is a brilliant header.
There's no, as he makes the run, there's no plan to do that when he starts the run, is that? That's just him reacting to the ball that comes into the box. Right?
There's no plan for him to head
for
it.
the way he heads the ball behind. Like
no, you have to obviously adjust to where the ball's coming to him, and that was the best he could have done with that ball. As Owen said, Fernandes in them spaces, he will look for that run. Great run from Diallo, and look, if it comes to his chest, yeah, he'll try and chest it down. But he's had to improvise there. It's not something you see a lot, and that back header was brilliant.
And some decent names there, young goal scorers in Europe for Man United.
Some of the best company he could ever be in. So nice to see him come on and have such an impact in a really big moment. Confident boy as well, you know. So to get a goal, I think is going to be huge for him.
We'll hear from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer soon. What's the mindset then for United in this second leg?
Well, just be the same. United are brilliant away from home. We've seen that. We've seen the record they've got. They will be allowed more space, I think, over there. I think the key is having forwards fit. You know, if it's Greenwood, James and Diallo, no, I'd be slightly concerned that they're not going to go there and be free scoring like they were against Sociedad. I think they need them players fit. What was wrong with Martial tonight? I'm not too sure. We didn't really see anything happen. He limped off. We saw him limping off. Is he going to be ready for next week? Rashford, I think Rashford will be okay. From what it looked like on Sunday, it looked a slight.
What era it is. So we actually still have cups in our trophy cabinet, just not recently.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's it. So how's the trophy cabinet?
It's like it's on its own little shelf, or like it's 21st century shelf, and it's sitting there by itself. Like
it's actually a cabinet, mate. Trust me, I've seen it.
What?
It's actually a cabinet. Trust me, I've seen it.
It could be just a fucking wardrobe. I don't care. Like, it's sitting there. Like, what the fuck? I'm on my own.
That nullifies your argument, because you can say we have.
But you're celebrating Kane's golden boot, right? And he's golden boot from the World Cup, man.
That Kane's golden boot was a joke. You know, it was a fucking joke.
Really?
But
Really?
We've won cup, we've won leagues, we've won.
I do hear that from some fans when they're desperate to try and prove a point.
What? That we have trophies in our cabinet.
Yeah.
So I mean, Arsenal claim they've won 13 league titles, but it's only really been 3.